Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm here with another speed build. So if you guys haven't watched any of my latest streams or my Echoes of Veldrin series or my last speed build, I guess I'll give you guys a little bit of a rundown. So this is our public modded server. The mod pack itself is called Echoes of Veldrin, but we do have a public server where a whole bunch of friends and people from stream and all different kinds of people have joined, and it's been such a lovely and growing community. And recently my Twitch and TikTok has taken off a little bit, and I am so very grateful for the exposure and getting to meet so many new people, and a good amount of them have actually joined the server, and it feels like it's really starting to be like a real community. We like visit each other, and we have trade, and we have economies, and it is so cool, and it just makes me so excited. But anyways, this is one of my little farmhouses in my town. So I inhabit what's called a forgotten forest, and if you can't tell, it's a very thick, magical, little luscious forest, and I almost want my village to look like it's being powered by nature and crystals and all these things. And now I haven't been able to get the crystal part down yet, but I've been trying my best to get the whole nature part down. So I have very like fantasy style roofs, and I feel like the core house itself is pretty medieval. It might be a little bit more on the modern medieval side because I don't have a lot of the like arches, and we obviously are playing modded, so we have technology and stuff like that. So some of the houses will have some of those in it, but the roofs are what give it its little magical little touch, you know? I think the style goes along well. I think it's just modern enough that I could say, oh yeah, this is why I have a car, but it's fantasy enough as well to say, this is why there are magical fairies everywhere and glowing lights and all this wispiness around, you know? So there's my explanation for that. I'm good with the lore sometimes, but apparently when it comes to my base, I'm just like, magic wood. But yeah, I have been enjoying building these houses so much. Medieval is definitely where I thrived at for a really long time, and I feel like after playing a few servers and a few mod packs and vanillas and things that were not medieval style, I feel like I'm able to put some of my little tricks and things that I've learned from those into these builds, and so it's been kind of cool to come back from a fresh perspective. I feel like I'm doing a lot of things that I haven't done in the past, and I feel like, you know, they're not crazy intricate houses. They're basic houses, but, you know, like this whole roof style that I've been doing, pain in the ass. I hate it so much, but I feel like it looks so good. And I've also been doing the very textured roofs, which I never used to do, and I feel like they've turned out so very well. And I've tried to just like make a backstory about it. And with our last mod pack, the Roman style build that I was doing, if you guys were watching the streams towards the end of the server, I was really decorating the town and trying to make it feel alive, and I've definitely been trying to keep that with these builds. And my houses definitely haven't gotten as much decoration as my market and like, you know, the overall atmosphere, I guess, that I've been creating. But part of that is because I just got Silk Touch, so I'm able to actually get the things that I want now. So a lot more decoration is going to start going into these, especially because right now these are just hollow houses. I haven't even put any of my Minecraft Comes Alive villagers in them yet. And the farms I've only just started literally within the past week putting up. So, you know, everything's gonna come alive soon, and I might make those like its own separate video where I'm really adding the like atmospheric things. But if you really want to stay up to date on these, I highly recommend watching my streams. I have been working so hard on just making this place feel alive and connected, and it tells a story, and I really hope that it shines through even on my streams. Some people have pointed it out, and it just makes me so proud. So I highly recommend those, not to shout myself out or anything. But yeah, so this little house right here, I may have already said it, and if I did, I'm so sorry for repeating it. This is my tomato farm's house. So we have a shit ton of crops in this mod pack. We have Farmer's Delight, Croptopia, Let's Do. Then we have a whole bunch of other like witchy mods that add their whole other own crops. So there's a lot of crops. So I've dedicated a huge section of my forest to just be like little farmhouses and farmlands and stuff. So there's gonna be a lot of these little farmhouses. I'm warning you now, guys. But I feel like, you know, even though it's a little farmhouse, like it doesn't scream farmhouse. You know, like you could just plant this somewhere in your world and I feel like it would look nice. But yeah, so this one itself is a farmhouse, so that's why there's some, it'll be later on in the video, but there's gonna be some little tomato crates and baskets and things. So that kind of explains some of that lore. I have a ton of these speed builds lined up for you guys, and I am so excited for you guys to be able to finally watch them all because I've been so proud of them. But I feel like that is kind of all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and I will talk to you guys next time, or in stream, or the Discord. Oh yeah, by the way, the server is public. You can join it anytime you want to. Just join our Discord to actually get the mod pack download and mod pack details. I highly recommend it. It has been such a great experience. Alrighty, have a good one, guys.